we have a new 100x gem, possibly. That's what we got to talk about today. It's another gaming crypto. GameFi seems to be taking off right now. And it's actually not built on Solana. It's not built on all these other ones like Ethereum, Binance. This project is actually built on Arbitrum, which is one of the first projects I've seen on Arbitrum that is actually breaking barriers. So we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So what we have here is the Zay crypto, XAI. We can call it Zay, we can call it Xai. I'm going to call it Xai token, all right? I'm going to call it Xai because that's usually what that is, all right? XI, XAI, whatever, Xai. All right, that's what we're going to call it, Xai. So Xai token, as you can see here, is it's not doing too well inside the last the whole year, right? The whole 30 days, 14 days, 7 days, right? So it's not doing well since it's launched, but things could be changing because of the space that it's in. GameFi, I think, is going to take off this cycle. All right, the market cap right now is at $69 million, 24-hour trading volume at $37 million, and that's pretty decent in my personal opinion. So you're probably looking at it, you're like, why are you talking about this coin, right? It's all the way down. I think that it has potential just for what it is. It's on Arbitrum, one of the first, if not the only gaming crypto on Arbitrum. And there's not many projects on Arbitrum in general. Like if you're actually going to look at chains and you're looking at Arbitrum, you're not going to see many native Arbitrum coins. So that's one thing that you would definitely want to pay attention to. There's not many native Arbitrum coins. So as you can see, the first one right here that is Arbitrum itself. You got to scroll for a while just to find the actual Arbitrum coins. So I think this as a project is pretty solid for it being Arbitrum because there's not many Arbitrum projects. All right, so that's one thing, right? And another, it already has 50,000 holders. Binance owns 22% of it, which is $22 million worth. So Binance has most of it right now. So that's also pretty big. If Binance is big on something, then it's probably going to be big in the future as well. Okay. This is their website. I'm not going to go over the website too much, but what I do want to show is that this is it's a gaming platform. As you can see here, Xai brings the scale on Steam and Epic Games to Web3, returning value directly to our community. So Steam and Epic Games are pretty much two of the biggest gaming studios out there. So that's actually pretty big. So this is something that you really don't see much, especially coming from Arbitrum. They're working with two of the biggest gaming platforms out there. So anyways, unlock the video game and crypto industries. Pull up in a Lambo. They said pull up in a Lambo, literally. And they said you scored on a Planet X hunt. That's actually pretty crazy. Daily rewards are filling your wallet as your Sentry key passively secures the Zay network. You've unlocked the value stream of Zai's rapidly expanding gaming ecosystem. Now, they're talking about something here that you probably don't know, Sentry key. So they have something called Sentry keys. And what you can do is buy one of these Sentry keys, and it pretty much acts as a node. So you're pretty much buying a node. It's a Sentry key, but it's pretty much a node. All right. So Zai Sentry key, the more Sentry keys you buy and stake, the more network rewards you will receive from the Zai ecosystem. This seems interesting, right? Because 10 of the Zai Sentry keys is 0.16 ETH. Not too bad, right? $300 million in network rewards to key holders so far. That's how much these node owners have gotten so far. But the problem with this is this right here. Over here, I understand Sentry keys are not transferable. So once you get those nodes, you're not transferring them to anybody else. Those are your nodes you're getting paid from. All right. And then down here, I understand that I cannot redeem ES or Zai for Zai until I pass KYC. So until you get KYC'd, you cannot get your Zai rewards. So, you cannot transfer your Zai rewards into Zai. The problem is that it's not approved in the United States. Just to get on to the Sentry Key website, I had to use a VPN. Like they think I'm in Mexico right now. Low key, they think I'm in Mexico. All right. So I had to use a VPN. And that's actually pretty crazy because um, if you did want to do this, you couldn't be a U.S. citizen. You can't be in Afghanistan, Belarus, Bosnia, Burundi, Central African Republic. You can't be in the Congo. You can't be in Cuba. You can't be in Ethiopia. You can't be in Guyana, or you can't be in Guyana Bissau, whatever that is. You can't be in Haiti, Iran, Iraq, Kosovo, Lebanon, Libya, Mali, Moldova, Montenegro, Myanmar, aka Burma. You can't be in Nicaragua. You can't be in North Korea. You can't be in Russia, Serbia, Somalia, South Sudan, Syria, Tunisia, Venezuela, Yemen, or Zimbabwe. So really, all the big countries that are like big with crypto, you can be in those countries, except the United States. You cannot be in the United States. But like you can get, I guess if you have money like that, you can get a citizenship somewhere else. But yeah, you really can't get in on there in the United States. If you're Mexican, you can get it because obviously they think I'm in Mexico right now. But yeah, this is seems pretty interesting that you can easily get like a node with them. That's pretty much what the Zay or the Zai Sentry key is. It's pretty much like a node, and the more you have, the more rewards you get from the ecosystem. So that is actually one of the big things about it, and I think that's a pretty good thing. And that would be one of the things that would make me want to get this, but unfortunately, I can't because I'm in the United States. So if you're not in the United States and you're not in any of those countries I said, this would probably be a good idea for you. Now, with that being said, you can still buy the project, right? You can still benefit off that. And yes, it is down for all of the time periods right now, literally every single time period it's down on. But I think the fundamentals of this project is actually pretty solid. So, what I'm pretty much looking for right now are projects that actually have utilities that aren't meme coins, that are in like the GameFi sector and inside of other sectors like DeFi. Those are the projects I'm looking for, and you're kind of seeing a switch in like the content I'm making because I'm talking more about these types of projects because I think these type of projects are going to do good this time around. I think the meme coins, too many meme coins are being created on Solana, so the meme coin ecosystem is now kind of getting spread thin because there's just too many of them at this point. So it's kind of hard to get a solid meme coin up to where Doge is because there's just too many of them, right? But we're seeing actual utility coins, DeFi coins, and GameFi coins alike coming up very fast, like the Pi network. That came up really quickly, and this is like a DeFi project. So for it to get up to 12 billion as quick as it did, it literally just launched. And before it even launched, everybody was talking about it before it launched. And now it's where it's at now. So there's a lot of projects that are doing that. Sui was kind of the same. Well, Sui's been out for a little bit, since 2023, but it kind of just took over recently. So we're seeing a lot of these like DeFi type of coins just coming up, and especially the ones that have blockchains associated with them. And then this being Zay or Zai being one of the biggest on Arbitrum, that is actually a pretty good. That's pretty good for it to have that itself. So I think it could be a decent project. You can definitely check it out. These are some of the games. For some reason, it's not showing much for this right now. But yeah, you can come over here and check it out. I think this could be. I think this could be a good play. But yeah, it's really up to you what you want to do with it. It seems like they've got a good amount of games here. This is one of the games. It's just a random game I just clicked on. But yeah, it seems like they got a lot going on for themselves. This is their Twitter. It says 40,000 Steam games are coming to Zai. Proof of skill, innovative rewards protocol that brings Web3 rewards to Web2 games. The 100 million gamers on Steam just received a big incentive to get on board into Zai. So they're trying to get on board all Steam gamers coming over to Zai so they could get paid for playing the games that they're paying for. They're pretty much playing these games for free, and they're pretty much like, "Hey, come over here and get paid for playing the same games." All right, so that's pretty big. Now, as for the price prediction, this is what we got. This is what everyone wants to see, right? Everyone wants to know, what can this do price wise? What can it do money wise? What I'm seeing with this, I think that this has some potential, right? So first of all, what do we have here? What did I just now do? I pretty much took the Fibonacci retracement from the swing high to the swing low. So from the high to the low, it's pretty much Fibonacci 101, right? It's about as simple as you can do it with the Fibonacci retracements. So we are literally at the bottom already. Now it could continue to go down because, as you see, we haven't really established that good of a support, right? So we don't really know where the bottom is or where that bottom support could lie. Or we could take it and say, hey, maybe we go all the way down to 2 cents. So there's two different ways that you can do this when it comes to looking at the Fibonacci retracement. So like we can take it all the way back here and we can be like, hey, what if we go all the way back down to 2 cents? Because that's where the actual bottom was at. So if you wanted to do that, you could also go that way. And then if you look at it from that perspective, technically it hasn't reached the bottom of what it was at before. So maybe it could go down there or maybe it could go a little bit lower. So yeah, there is that. Now, as for where this could get, I'm looking up here. I always like to look at the top of the Fibonacci retracement, right? I like to go through the whole thing. And if we're going from the swing high to the swing low rather than the low to the high, then we could look towards the top of this Fibonacci, right? And that would be around $6.50. Now, a lot of people would probably be like, no, that's not coming into $6.50. It's down literally of all, if it's time, literally down for the whole time it's been out. People are probably like, no, it's not going to happen. Hey, maybe it does not happen. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. It's kind of hard to tell at this point because it's so new. But what I will say is it's kind of good to, pick some projects that you have high and heavy conviction in. So first do your research on this. If you're into the GameFi thing, maybe you'll have higher maybe I'll have a higher pain tolerance for whether or not if it goes down more. The max price that it's got to so far is $1.59. So you already know it can get back to $1.59, which is about 424 million in market cap. That's like the average price that we're seeing most projects getting to. We're seeing a lot of projects getting to that price. So there is that. Now, if we were to say, hey, maybe we get to the top of our Fibonacci, that'd be what, $6.50. So you could go ahead and take your calculator if you want to go ahead and do this along with me. Take the circulating supply, right, and multiply it by your target price, which is $6.50. That's 6.9 billion inside of market cap. Now, I'm not saying that it can 100% get there. I don't know if it can or not. But all I know is the Fibonacci, when you take it from the swing high to the swing low, you look at the Fibonacci. Well, at this level here, the 4.23, you can see it goes all the way up to $6.50. So at the top of that Fibonacci, $6.50 is what it's showing us. So if you're just going off the Fibonacci, I mean, the price prediction quite possibly could be $6.50. So that's what I'm going with. I like to go with the technicals. That is at the very most, right? At the very least, when we see Fibonacci's like this, typically it could get to like the 2.6 area somewhere around here is usually this little red bar here. So that is another one where it could get to is $4.20. So if we were to think about $4.20, that would be 4.4 billion, right? Because we already know we got up to here, which is about $1.59. We already know we got to $1.59, and $1.59 is at about this level right here, 1.6 billion. But as you can see, the market cap wasn't actually at 1.6 billion, and that is because of the circulating supply. So what more than likely happened, they probably added some more supply, or they probably took away some supply around this area. because as you can see with the market cap compared to the price, you can see there's a difference there. Like when you look at it, this area, something happened around this area right here where the supply either significantly decreased or increased. I don't know which one happened there, but something happened around this area where that happened. But yeah, I think that this project has some potential. Maybe a billion in market cap, 6 billion at the most, which that would be the $6.50 area, 6.9 billion. So somewhere around there, a billion to 6 billion market cap. But yeah, this could possibly be a 100x coin right now, because right now the market cap is only 69 million. Let's say give or take, it gets where it went to before, 420 million. That's still a good decent chunk right there. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'll be bringing you guys some more gems in the near future. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. All that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with another video.